Hello, today I want to show you how AI prompting can be combined with real application. And well, let's start. This is the RapidApp application that I did set up in other tutorial sessions. You see the entity model. It has an order item. Yeah, so one order has several order items. An order item points to an article points to a unit of measure. A customer is pointed by an order, so an order points to a customer points to a price list, and so on and so forth. So this is the small entity diagram, entity model of the application. Now, how is this application used at runtime? You know the typical, I would say, screens with lists and double click. You get into the detail of a customer order, for example, here, or you go to the articles, and in the articles you see, okay, also by double click, this is the article definition. So these are the good old screens, well, old not, but the good screens in which master and other data, document data is really handled, and every time there's a save, there's a severe consistency check, and so on and so forth. So don't concentrate on this at the moment, but go to the prompting. And this prompting now is a different access. You can just ask questions. Yeah, and maybe one question is, which orders were made by customer Captain Casa? So let's see here. And you will see, the large language model on the other side is thinking a bit, and it somewhere is talking back to the business system. So every time there's a gray line, then there's a call back from the large language model processing into the actual business system and coming up exactly with the result here. Okay, which is true, which is a complete the correct list. Now I say, what is the total value of all orders of Captain Casa? Yeah, and once again, there will be processing on the other side, and it come up with a result. The nice thing is you see again some callbacks, yeah, and one of the callbacks is a calculator. You see, okay, somewhere a sum is calculated. So also calculations are not done by the large language model processing, which is always a little bit obscure to not calculate, but calculations are passed back into the business logic so that this one ensures that these calculations are correct and not based on probability. Well, then we could say, okay, which are the articles ordered by Captain Casa at the quantity. Let's see what comes up. And once again, it now tells me, okay, you see, these are the orders, and in the orders you see the articles, and so on and so forth. The nice thing is, because the language model has callbacks, and the callbacks are generic, yeah, so it's not a concrete callback, show me the order and show me the customer, but it's a callback number one is give me the meta model, and the next callback are give me the instances of this entity. So it's not related to any business semantics. Yeah, you can, for this reason, ask any question also on other entities. So I could say, show me all unit of measures defined. Yeah, and same thing happens now with unit of measures. Yeah, and I now could ask also questions. Which of the unit of measures is not used by any article? So I could say, okay, maybe there are some unit of measures defined which are just defined and not used at all. And I get back exactly the answer, centimeter and meter are not used. And I just can say, yes, this is true. So this is the freestyle access to the data. Yeah. As I said, the data is not exposed as a whole to the large language model processing. No. But it's selective tools which are called back by the large language model. And in these tools, which is important to note, all the security of the business applications is acknowledged. So the user only can expose exactly in these tools this data which the user is authorized to expose. Now, last aspect, you see the responses of the large language model. You see all the underlined issues. So whenever the large language model talks back a text, and in the text there's an entity, then this is highlighted. And now we can, for example, click on the article or the column here, yeah, and this article now is seen here in its dialogue. So this is the real business dialogue for editing this article. Yeah. Or if you go to Ode Düsseldorf, yeah, then we see, okay, this is Ode Düsseldorf. So we can add it also on the right side. Yeah. Or if we go to centimeter, then we see this is the definition of the centimeter. So again, there's a generic interface between the output of the prompting on the right-left side and the actual business dialogues on the right side. And we believe that this is a quite powerful combination out of a freestyle user interface on the left for any type of freestyle queries, yeah, and an ordered, consistency-oriented user interface on the right, which is a typical one to really ensure that constraints in the business systems are executed in the right way.